So do you want to know how bad things are really getting? Well, let me tell you. Coffee shops are laying off employees because people aren't coming in. We are seeing Starbucks have massive changes. We're also seeing on some dollar stores and Dollar Trees, Dollar Generals, they are laying off employees because they're seeing less customers. Their customers, their customer base, the ones that they built their business around, those that are lower middle income, they stopped coming in. You know who's coming in now? Those that are driving the new Range Rovers, the big family cars, the new GMC Denali's. Those are the people that are going into the Dollar General and Dollar Tree. Not the ones driving the 96 Honda Accord. Not the ones coming in on the bus. That is very disturbing when we're seeing the lower income households and even the middle income can't afford items at the Dollar Tree. That's scary. And you know what else is happening? People are now starting to make their coffee at home. We are seeing some restaurants, they're now starting to sell hot dogs. Restaurants that were previously selling, linguine Alfredo and having a porterhouse steak and all these other things, these great meals, great dishes. They're now starting to put lower end items on their menu. Do you think they're doing that just because they want to expand their menu? No. I saw the other day a pizza place. This pizza place was now selling mini corn dogs and hot dogs. Their pizzas, they're expensive. For like a family size pizza, like a 16, 18-inch pizza, you're looking at like $28. And so my guess is, in order to keep people coming in, and again, some kids maybe don't want pizza or whatever it may be, they're giving them a cheaper option. Well, we have hot dogs. We have hot dogs for $4.95. Still a rather expensive hot dog, but still a hot dog. Or we can get mini corn dogs for $4.95. Interesting. So we're starting to see that. Went into a Mexican restaurant probably 3 weeks ago, and I thought what they were selling was very interesting as well. Normally you get, there's some things that you can find on their menus where it's not your carne asadas and your other things like that, where they're $25, $30 plus. No, this one, I thought this was very interesting. You can get Rice-A-Roni. So it's a Mexican restaurant, which probably makes, rice, by the, pounds. Okay. But no, you could get Rice-A-Roni. Rice-A-Roni, it's a little, they come in little cups or whatever. You can get them at the store. So anyway, you can get Rice-A-Roni. You can get a pickle. Okay. You get a drink, but guess what the main dish is? Okay. The main dish is Dino Nuggets. So you get Dino Nuggets, which I believe pretty much come from, you can get them anywhere, I guess, but they were big for Costco. So you get Dino Nuggets, Rice-A-Roni, a pickle, and a drink. All this for $5.97. Yeah. I thought it was interesting. But this is where we're at. And again, I bring this up because so many people are believing that, there's, all these rumors are saying that layoffs are here to stay. They're not seeing it. But depending on where you go, you've probably seen, if you watch any of my videos over the past week, you've seen that I've been shooting most of them in the car. And the reason for that is I've just been traveling. I want to see what's going on. And again, I do this every so often, and I'll go and travel for, a few days here and there. And I do this to really get a pulse on the economy and see what's happening. Because if you are, or for me personally, if I'm just in my office, I only know what I'm being told and what I'm being shown. So if I look at CNN, I only know what they want me to know. If I look at Fox News, I only know what they want me to know. This is why I go on X. This is why I'll listen to, individual reports from people that are out there in the community. And I'll watch some videos from, the Economic Ninja. He does some great stuff. I'll watch some videos from iAllegedly. I'll watch videos from people like Meet Kevin. Just get different perspectives. Watch a lot from the East Coast as well, and watch some from other countries just to see exactly what it looks like. But here's the thing that I've come to realize: everybody's saying the same thing. When you look at the mainstream media, they're usually saying things are good. But when you look at the individual reporters, the ones that don't have to answer to anybody, they're all saying the same thing. That it's starting to take a turn for the worse, where people are starting to struggle. Those that were lower income households, well, they're still lower income households. But now they're struggling to pay for their rent and other things that are necessities to them. And then you got others that are the higher end earners, right? They're making good money, making $250,000 a year. Unfortunately, they're now living paycheck to paycheck. They need their next paycheck in order to pay for their car payment. They spent all their savings on vacations. They thought this $250,000 per year was going to go on forever, and maybe it didn't. Or maybe it still has, but yet they bought a new house, and with interest rates where they're at, they can't afford it. They bought a new car, spending $1,000 to $1,500 a month on the car payment, the insurance, the maintenance, the fuel, right? It just becomes too much. Or they're sending their kids to college, and well, that costs $20-some thousand a year. Yeah, in a time when a college degree isn't necessary for most positions. Yeah, it's interesting. But again, I bring all this up to you because right now we are seeing this shift. And just go out there and look. Okay, just go and look. Look at restaurants and see what you find as well. See if there's a pizza place near you that's selling some questionable items. Why? See if there's a coffee shop. I went to a Starbucks, which I'd go to a couple times a week. I don't drink coffee. I just go get an iced water, and I'd sit there with some friends, and we'd talk and have a meeting, and that's what we do a couple times a week. And I went recently. This Starbucks was empty. The people that were there, me and a few others, probably my group, and then there's probably a couple other people sitting there. It wasn't because they stopped allowing you to sit in there and use their internet. No, that wasn't the case. It was probably because people just stopped trying to pay $8 for a coffee. They're going to just do it at home. I have a friend that, he loves his coffee. But his coffee, I think it's like $9-something. The way Starbucks makes it and charges him, it's like $9-something a coffee. He decided he's just going to make it at home. He drinks 2 a day. So about $20 a day. And then if you add in a tip, let's say it's $25 a day. Every single week, it's Monday through Friday. It's $125 that he spends. Okay? That is, $500 a month that he spends on his coffee. He's just going to make it from home. He bought his own machine. He's just going to make it from home. That's what we're seeing. So again, I bring all this to your attention so that you can open your eyes and see what's really happening out there. Go and look. Okay? Let me give you another example. I went to a taco stand. This taco stand, normally they make handmade tortillas. The meat, just incredible. The way they season it, the way they cook it. Well, this one still had great meat. The way they cooked it and seasoned it was just perfect. Their handmade tortillas were much smaller. Okay, much smaller. Probably a good 30% smaller. These things were, in my opinion, tiny. Okay, little mini tacos. But that's where we're at, okay? That's exactly where we're at. You're going to see restaurants and businesses change the way they do things. This restaurant, this taco stand, not only were their tacos smaller, it looked to me they had smaller plates. So again, this is just a sign of what's coming. So just be prepared that as businesses and restaurants and people make changes, everything around them is going to change as well. So as we get more information on this and we get new updates from you guys as to what you are seeing as well, I promise I'm bringing you all the latest news and updates as soon as we get them. As of today, that is what we know. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.